So if you haven't been living under a rock, you probably have seen these AI before and after shots on the internet before, and perhaps you've considered, how do I make these? Which prompts should I use? Which concepts should I test? And how do I find the right static ad templates to use these with? In this video, I wanted to share with you the whole A to Z, how to find the right prompts, how to make the right AI ads or the right AI Midjourney concept that I can use in my static ads, which concepts to test, how to identify the right concept, and then how to make these with static ads templates. I'm not gatekeeping anything. I'll give you all of the prompts which I use and also share with you the exact steps that I take to make these static ads. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. So as you can see here on the screen, I have an AI image of a girl having acne, and then going to have no acne at all. And I wanted to run with this angle and show you how I came up with everything, so you can just do the exact same. So you can see here that the prompt I used was iPhone selfie photo of a before and after image of woman in the age of 20 to 25 of her getting completely rid of her pimple, sorry. And then I had some styles and etc. just here for reference. Now, what you can do, this doesn't have to be specific for a skincare product. You could use this prompt for like anything really, with the styles included, because this just gives a really realistic view. But I also recommend, because people will tell you to use all kinds of AI tools and etc. But if you don't want to sign up for everything under the sun, this picture is pretty cool. If you don't want to sign up for every single lead magnet under the sun on Twitter or LinkedIn, you can actually just go into the Midjourney tab here and just scroll. Now, more specifically, you can actually, let's say you're selling a coffee mug. You can go in and search for coffee mug. If you have a product picture yourself, you can also use that in Discord with the Midjourney bot, which I will show you too, how to. But just getting the gist of it, you can actually do pretty many things with AI images in here and then test them in static ads afterwards. That's not what I wanted to cover. I actually wanted to cover how you can create these before and after photos. We also have some down here from weight loss examples. We also have some down here for just like, what was this, a skincare product as well. But in this example, a before and after of a actual skincare product. How do we do this, and how do we do it with Midjourney, and how do we test it as a static ads afterwards? So the first thing that you would want to do is hop into Midjourney and then have your static ads view over here. Now, the prompt that I use, as you can see, is, oh my god. If I could just grab this would be really lovely. The image or the prompt that I used was this one right here. So what you do is you say imagine. Then you use the prompt right here, which was the one I use. And then it will basically just do that. What you can also do is that you can take, if you have a picture already, you can use the prompt imagine. And then you can paste it like a, where is it? Let me just grab that. You can grab the product image and then you can say this as a watermelon. And then you can get the product picture looking at like a watermelon. That's not for this video specifically, because now I actually wanted to give a before and after. And I can already tell that this is going to be really trash. Because these two, there is nothing on it, so I'll just redo them. This one I really liked, and I probably will make the static ad with that example as well, because it's just a really nice ad, to be fair. But yeah, meanwhile, while this is loading, I wanted to cover perhaps the next phase, which is actually doing the research meanwhile. So if we go with the acne treatment or acne angle, the next thing that we would do would basically be to, the next thing that we would basically do would be to find the concept or whatever in the next thing we would actually do would just be to find the concept in the actual Reddit, because Reddit is probably the best way to find like angles specifically. And for this one in particular, we want to go very, very narrow instead of broad, just for the static ads. So we want to, like, when we test these static ads, we want to find a very narrow angle, because we can spit so many of these out. So the narrower we are, and the faster we can see if that concept can scale or if it would break, the better for us. Because if we find out, okay, this concept is really scalable, then we can make it as UGC. But we might also find that it might just run at like a 8 to 12 ROAS for 5 days or 1 week, and then it completely fatigues because it appeals to absolutely no one or just a very small segment of the market. So we want to find out how scalable the concepts are with a static ad. So how scalable? Oh, that's a very bad drawing. But we want to find out how scalable. If I can type. Yeah, so how scalable is this concept actually? Is it very small? Or is it very big? Not sure. So we want to find a concept which is pretty narrow, where we kind of go very niche and not very broad. So something like other brands versus this brands, it like for skincare specifically, because there is so many, like you wouldn't be able to really tell the difference. So we want to go more specific and be that one solution to one specific avatar's issue. So I would go into Reddit, and let's say that we go with the teenage example. I would do something like um, teenage acne. Not sure, but yeah, let's see. Want to just get some with a lot of upvotes. Time, birth control, nothing. Sugar. Antibiotics. Antibiotics is something I've heard a lot of before. That's kind of when it just gets so bad that you can't really do anything. Retinal. Adulthood. People are crazy. Let's see. Hot climate. And we want the product to be the solution to this. So we want to find like a. You can see here. This is good before and after photos. Huge improvement. What did he say? My routine. Wish for. So you can like. I'll just write some ideas. So this one here. So list of things that worked. So like that. And what we want to do with this list is actually to put it in Uno reverse. So we want to. So for example, this one, a thing which we have seen like work for people is the panthenol or whatever it's called. It's antibiotica. What else could it be? Adulthood. That's not really a good one, but I'll just put it here for the sake of this purpose. Let's find some more. But the reason why we want to find these is that like these are very niche solutions, and like we want people to have an easier choice that they can use or promote as like the easy choice to these different things, which already like if they are at that point where they need panthenol, antibiotica, adulthood, like to solve their acne, they're in dire need, and they probably have already researched these different solutions, and therefore kind of throwing this Uno reverse at them, promoting a different way of doing it. Then you obviously can have a more top of funnel educational landing page, but also just that they get an idea that somebody knows that this is an actual problem, that I'm going to this link to find panthenol and antibiotica to really solve this issue. Like it makes them know, or that it makes them believe that you kind of care for them. Obviously you should do if you are running a business and selling a skincare product, but it just like puts them in a state of, okay, I trust these guys because they know what I'm dealing with right here. Let's see if I can find one more. I've heard this before. Benzoyl peroxide. Let's find this one. Yeah, ruined my skin. Good. This is something we can work on. For example, I think the concept is going to be with this one. Somebody try this out. Um, so now we probably have the AI images by now. Yeah. So you can see we have these different AI images, and I don't think personally these are too good either. We can redo them one more time, but honestly, I just think I'll run with this image up here. I like that way more. Um, I already downloaded it, so I'm not gonna bother doing that again. But now we really have something which people use as a solution or as a common solution, and they think, okay, this is the holy grail. This will save me. This will save me. And I know from a fact, because I know people who have acne, um, that this concept, like this benzoyl peroxide, it doesn't seem like a big angle, but it's right in the sweet spot of being like having a large audience, but also them being really niche and really in dire need for a solution. So what I would do here is that I would pull up like, and this is so simple. You can get these static image templates and buy some for like 29, 49, $100, and you get a bunch of these static ads templates. You can check a link down below. There should be some static ads templates that you can use. But what we will do now is basically just import the static ads image. Instead of having your brand and other brands, we can kind of promote the solutions, the two different ways of going about the outcome. So I would say benzoyl peroxide here. I will just make the white box a little bigger. You can see I'm a Canva Pro from the way that I do this. And this is pretty annoying because this has to go over here, and this has to go over here. Holy damn. Yeah. Put that forward. So perhaps I'll just get back to you when I've done this, so you can actually see what this would look like in practice. Okay, now I just switch it around. Let me put in an image now, and just putting this in right here. You can see already, like, this gives for a pretty good static ad, and I don't know much about benzoyl peroxide. Let's find a random skincare brand. Brand name. Let's put it this one. Skincare. Let's see if I get some virus here, or if I can actually just get a random name. It's called name Fatso. See, I can't bother with this. Let's just put skincare generate. No way. Okay, let's call it Runla Harot. Oh, just Runla. Um, Runla skincare. So we want to list all of the ideal negatives from benzoyl peroxide and then list them over here. So let's just go back and see what this teenager struggled with benzoyl peroxide. My skin 11 weeks after infected sick. So this one, good one. I'll just put something like infects fix cystic acne, probably, so I can see more of her face. Put this over here. And you can play around with this. I'll just do this rather fast because I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. Another angle could be, let's see up here. Uh, so purging acne, I would probably have to research that. So I'll just do something like, that was just a keyword which popped up. So let's see what that is. Oh. What is, I'm not sure if this was because of purging for the new eggs. Let's see what this is. Happens when your skin kicks in renewal process high gear. So I'll do something like outbreak at so I'll do something like that. And I'll probably put that down there. I'll actually have that as the second reason, because the last one is, I'll probably do not recommended did by doctors, and I would say that this one over here would be, I think that's a good selling point. And if you are selling like skincare product and so on, it probably would be a good idea to just have your product recommended by some sort of expert. Doesn't have to be a doctor, just some sort of expert. Like, it doesn't really matter that much. So let me put it there. And let me find two more good ones. Stress test. I think stress, that's a pretty big one. So I'll do increased stress on skin. Mm. I think this one is like acid for your skin. I think that could be a good one. I would put either doesn't work on sensitive skin, because I think that's one of the biggest reasons why this benzoyl peroxide doesn't really work. I'll put it there. I'll do something like that, and then I would put reduces stress, inflammation. acne, stress, something like that. And again, I'll just do these really quickly. Specifically designed for sensitive skin. So you can see what I'm trying to do is just have as many qualifiers and disqualifiers as possible for the static ad. So next one here, treats cystic acne. And I'm by no means an acne expert, and if I were to do this, probably I would spend more time just doing the research. Now I can also show you our research like AI automations and so on, but I think for this example, it will just be really good for you just to see how you can do this rather quickly. Um, Stops, hinders outbreaks, hinders often outbreaks, something like that. Oh, some issues there. So this is a big claim. Recommended by doctors in is the what would they call the ones which help with skincare? Let's see, getting help, 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 esthetician. Damn, that I can't find this, it's triggering me. It was something about, I think it's esthetician. Skincare? I think let's go with that. It could also be doctors. It really doesn't matter. Buy over. Skincare doctors. Let's put doctors for now, but it could also be the other angles. You can also even say by location. So like doctors in Chicago, doctors in I'm in Denmark, doctors in Denmark. Just to give it more specific, then you can run ad sets like in those specific cities. I wouldn't do that. Just share, like thinking out loud here. It's crazy. Oh. But now you can see that like this ad isn't perfect by all means, but you would, if you ran this as an ad, you could get a pretty fast idea of whether or not the angle of benzoyl peroxide would work, or if like the alternative to that would be better. Let's see how this looks. Okay, looks really bad. Maybe like this. If I can find a check mark, that's always the hard things with these emojis. Search. There you go. And obviously, this isn't with like researching your audience and their comments and etc etc, but this is just a very simple way, and I think I made this in, you tell me, like 20 minutes, um just testing a very specific angle. And now you could do this with benzoyl peroxide, you could do this with pentathenol, you could do this with antibiotic. You could find the more piercing issues than just um, like cystic acne outbreak every purging or recommended by doctors. There's probably bigger issues with benzoyl peroxide that I wouldn't know because I didn't take that close of a look at it. But just seeing that before and after photo and seeing something which people are already considering, and then the alternative right here, it like you don't have to prove that this, or you don't have to tell that this is like the before and after. People can just tell just by looking at it. You don't say it, you don't say the transformation. You can also put like 6 weeks, 12 weeks on benzoyl peroxide, first week on one of the skincare, whatever, and then have the more educational, okay, what does this, like, how is this product actually different than others on the landing page and the post click. But this is how you test concepts rapidly. You can get ideas from ChatGPT for like concepts. You can get 20, 30, 40 concept ideas. You can look at the Facebook comments of your ad creatives and find these ideas for specific angles that you can run. Then you can get the images either with AI, or you can just, yeah, I would recommend getting those with AI or something else. And then you can use these static ads templates and to spin these out. So yeah, this is just one way to do the ad creatives and test concepts really rapidly. If you liked it, and share this with someone else, get the static ads templates below, and just take care. Hope you're doing amazing, and try this out. Try the static images, like try these prompts out with Midjourney. Try getting some static ads templates, and you can spit 20, 30, 40, 50 ads every single day. There's no reason for you not to be testing 3, 5, 10 ads every single day with this system. Super easy, no friction. Just go ahead and do it. So as said, if you liked it, share it around, and if not, then tell me so I can make better ads or better videos. But that's it for now. Hope you have an amazing day, and yeah, have a good day.